Anansi the spider, never one to miss an opportunity for a tasty treat or a clever trick, heard whispers on the wind. Old Man Yams had grown a yam so plump and juicy, it could talk. Anansi's 8 legs twitched with excitement. A talking yam. Imagine the stories it could tell, and more importantly, imagine the deliciousness. He scurried to Old Man Yams's field, where the yam sat proudly, gleaming like a golden nugget. "Greetings, talking yam," Anansi called, trying to sound respectful. "Well, hello there, Anansi," the yam boomed in a surprisingly deep voice. "I've heard tales of your tricks." Anansi chuckled nervously. "Tricks? Oh, just a bit of fun. I'm here to admire your magnificent yam." "Admire, eh?" The yam seemed suspicious. "Old Man Yams says whoever can bring me a feather from the sky will win me." Anansi's eyes widened. A feather from the sky. That was a challenge, even for him. He couldn't climb that high, and he certainly couldn't fly. He sat down, thinking hard. Suddenly, he spotted a group of birds perched on a nearby tree. An idea sparked in his clever mind. He spun a long, shimmering thread and carefully, oh so carefully, climbed the tree. He hid amongst the leaves and began to sing a sweet, soothing song. The birds, charmed by his melody, began to preen their feathers, and one by one, the softest, fluffiest feathers drifted down. Anansi collected one, a perfect feather, light as air. He scurried back to the talking yam, holding the feather high. "Here you go, talking yam. A feather from the sky." The yam looked impressed. "Well, Anansi, you've done it. You've won me." Anansi, overjoyed, picked up the yam. It was heavier than he expected. As he started to carry it home, the yam began to chuckle. "You know, Anansi," the yam said, "Old Man Yams also said the winner had to carry me all the way to his village without stopping or speaking." Anansi groaned. He was so focused on getting the feather, he'd forgotten the other part of the challenge. The yam was heavy, and Anansi's legs were already tired. He trudged on, determined not to speak. Along the way, a monkey stopped him. "Anansi, what have you got there?" "A talking yam." The monkey chattered excitedly, asking Anansi all sorts of questions. Anansi just grunted and pointed at the yam, determined not to break his silence. Then, a river blocked his path. He had to cross carefully, balancing the yam on his head. The yam, enjoying the ride, started singing a loud, boisterous song. Anansi wobbled, nearly dropping the yam. He had to concentrate harder than ever. Finally, he reached his village. Exhausted but triumphant, he placed the yam on the ground. "I did it!" he exclaimed, forgetting his vow of silence. The yam laughed. "You spoke, Anansi. You lose." Anansi hung his head. He had been so close. Old Man Yams arrived, chuckling. "You almost got me, Anansi," he said. "But a deal's a deal." Anansi, though disappointed, learned a valuable lesson that day. It's not just about winning the prize, but also about keeping your promises and paying attention to all the details. And even though he didn't get the talking yam, he still had plenty of stories to tell about his adventure, which, after all, was the best treat of all.